Good evening, everybody. I'm Gene Patterson.
I'm Lori Tucker. Thank you for joining us. The Campbell County Animal Shelter is being called out for abuse in a raging social media campaign. It's a story many of you have been asking us to look into. Well, now the shelter's director is under police protection, receiving dozens of death threats. The majority of those are from out of state. 6 News reporter Alexis Sotos went to the shelter and took your concerns to the director. In tonight's top story, she joins us live in the studio. And Alexis, how did this all begin?
Well, Lori, the outrage over the Adrian Bard Animal Shelter in Campbell County seemed to start on Monday when a Facebook page and an online petition were created specifically calling out the shelter's director. I spoke on the phone with two of the people behind the campaign. One is from the United Kingdom. The other wouldn't say where she's from, but it's not here in Tennessee. They call themselves animal warriors. We took their concerns to the director herself and got a very different story. We are hiding her face because of the death threats, and we should warn you that some of these images are a bit disturbing. This video has received more than 10,000 views on YouTube since it was uploaded last Friday. It accuses Betty Crumley of animal cruelty, but the shelter supervisor says it's simply not true.
There's no truth whatsoever in that whole video.
She admits parts of the video are her shelter, but the text does not match what's actually happening.
The 3 dogs, they were euthanized. We were waiting for no heartbeat to put them in the freezer. Yes, they were euthanized. But the guy that did that video, if you'll notice, was May of '09. He was a disgruntled employee. He was later fired.
The video has sparked thousands of calls, the majority from out of state, many threatening Crumley's life.
And I hope somebody runs over you and kills you.
The deputy mayor also denies these allegations and is taking the threats very seriously.
When we find out who started all this, we're going to pursue this as actively and as severely as they have pursued us.
The Facebook page has 1,600 likes, but the photos are not from the shelter. In fact, the main image used is what pops up when you Google dead dogs. The video also says there are no blankets or towels, but that is not what we saw. The video also alleges they don't use the proper amount of lethal drugs.
We're using a double dose now to what we used to use.
For every 10 pounds, it requires 1 dose, but the shelter uses more, so the animals feel nothing. Crumley says, unfortunately, euthanasia is a part of their job.
I am not putting down animals just for the fun of it. This is very upsetting to have to do this.
The rate at the Adrian Bard shelter is around 80%. We found that is normal with other county shelters that we looked into in our area. Live in the studio, Alexis Sotos, 6 News.